and when to slow them down. This is but one of many examples that the infinite intelligence of Mother Nature is at work. When performing zone exercises, always remember that the faster you move your body, the slower chi energy moves, and the slower you move your body, the faster chi energy moves. If you experiment with your zone exercises, you will soon experience this interesting phenomenon. One way to determine how much effort to use with zone exercises is to perform them right after you eat. If you are working too hard, your digestion will feel compromised. If you are exercising at the correct level for a zone exercise, your digestion will feel improved. You will be working in and not working out. Energy building exercises. Become as strong as an oak tree by doing nothing. I know it sounds crazy. If you're feeling stressed to the point that you have no desire for exercise at all, your level of vitality is likely very low. A famous expert of Tai Chi and Qigong, Master Fong Ha, states in his book Yiquan and the Nature of Energy, the fine art of doing nothing and achieving everything, that aging can be seen ultimately as a decline in the life force or vitality, with death the end point of this decline. And since disciplines like Yiquan, standing meditation, work directly to cultivate vitality, they might well prove to be among the most valuable resources available to us as we strive for the longest, most vital lives possible. I want you not only to read the words of the great Master Fong Ha, but also to use his valuable suggestion of cultivating vitality through stillness so that we can move you into other helpful exercises, further turning back the biological clock. One of the best energizing exercises I learned from Master Fong Ha is the standing meditation, Yiquan. Chinese martial arts masters have developed amazing powers by using standing meditation as their primary form of exercise. Standing meditation is very simple to do and doesn't require equipment. You only need your body and can perform it anywhere. To begin, stand with good posture, your knees unlocked, feet about hip width and parallel to each other, and your spine lengthened to comfortably make yourself as tall as you can. To achieve this position, gently draw your belly button towards your spine, tuck your chin slightly, and relax the shoulders and arms, letting the shoulders roll back slightly, not drop forward. When in the correct position to perform your standing meditation, your ear, shoulder, hip joint, knee, and ankle should all line up when viewed from the side. You should be balanced on your feet. Further, your tongue should rest on the roof of your mouth, just behind the front teeth. If you swallow it will go where it belongs. Keep the tongue relaxed at all times. When in this position, you're prepared to get the most out of doing nothing, because this is the best position to allow optimal flow of life force energy, often called chi or prana. Once in the standing meditation position, you may perform the exercise of doing nothing in several ways. 1. Let your arms hang at your side, completely relaxed. 2. Pretend you are holding a soap bubble or a chi bubble about the size of a basketball right in front of your lower abdomen, pelvis region. You should feel and imagine the chi bubble being half in and half out of your body. 3. Change the size and location of the chi bubble, moving it up and down the body to wherever you would like, always remembering to keep half the bubble in your body. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Your breathing should be deep, slow, rhythmic, and relaxed, never forced. Just be sure that your belly expands as you breathe in, allowing your diaphragm room to drop down and pull air into the bottom of your lungs. As you are doing nothing, your mind will want to wander. It will try to think about the stresses of your life. Try to be an observer, as though you were watching yourself from a distance. Each time your mind wanders away from this glorious chance to be quiet, to do nothing, take it by the hand and bring it back to that quiet place. Master Ha teaches people to count their breaths if they have a jumpy mind. This will give you something to focus on that is not stressful. And soon enough you will find yourself expanding, getting lighter, having deeper and more relaxed breathing, and feeling energized. If your body gets tired of standing while doing nothing, you could sit and continue the meditation. Yet continue to stay in line as before. When you feel rested, stand up again. Try to work yourself up to 30 minutes a day of doing nothing. An hour a day is even better. Most people find that after doing this exercise for 100 hours, there are some pleasurable and very noticeable changes in the body. Some of the changes people experience are improved sense of awareness, improved mental clarity, improved energy, improved athletic ability, disappearance of chronic ailments, tighter and more youthful looking skin, brighter eyes, and increased ability to sense other people's feelings and thoughts. Why do I shake? When you do nothing correctly, your body will increase its chi reserves. Chi is life force energy, and that energy contains all the wisdom and knowledge in the universe. As your body collects chi, it will find areas where you have blockages to chi flow and will try to work through the resistance. You'll feel this as shaking in your body. It may be a leg, your lower back, your shoulder or arm, maybe even an internal organ. Don't let this scare you. It means your body's healing, getting stronger and more complete so your soul can express itself through a more perfect body. What greater reward could you ever expect from doing nothing? Walking meditation. A walking meditation is simply taking time out for yourself, time to get away from people and phones and break free from the stresses of everyday life, to listen to your soul. As you walk, time your breathing to your steps. For example, inhale for 4 steps, hold your breath naturally for 1 step, and exhale for 4 steps. Adjust your effort so that you don't have to keep changing your breathing. It is a good idea to simply count your steps, emptying your mind of all things other than the step count and breathing until you've mastered the process and it becomes innate. A walking meditation should be no less than 15 minutes. It is best to walk in nature, where you can benefit from the natural earth energies, experience a variety of colors, and appreciate life forms moving in their natural rhythm. Slow walking. Another great exercise I learned from Master Fong Ha. Slow walking is performed with the same consciousness described above for walking meditation, yet the goal is to walk as slowly as possible. As you perform slow walking, the key is to always be moving, but moving very slowly, like a cat sneaking up on a bird, yet staying very relaxed. With slow walking, you should stay very much in touch with the now, the moment. The slower you go, the more chi flow you will create, and the better your balance will become. If you are an athletic person and want to take slow walking to another level of challenge, try slow walking across a park or reliable surface with your eyes closed. Slow walking can be very effective when performed for as little as 10 minutes at a time. Sample zone exercises. Refer to the following 13 pages for my favorite zone exercises for working in. Each of these exercises will help channel energy to a specific zone of your body. Try them all and choose your favorites for your own Eat, Move, and Be Healthy program. Zone exercises should be easy, simple, and mindless. They are moving meditations designed to relax your mind and harmonize your heart, brain, and gut when performing zone exercises. Use as little effort as possible. They are working exercises. Inhale as you go into spinal extension, get longer or taller, or move away from the fetal position. Exhale as you go into spinal flexion, get shorter or move toward the fetal position. Time your movements and breathing so both begin and end together. Adjust your pace, effort, or working range of motion as needed so your heart rate or breathing rate do not increase. Flow and timing your breath and movement are more essential than trying to hold perfect form. Walking is man's best medicine. Hippocrates. Zone 1. Superman. Start face down on the floor or over a Swiss ball. Inhale as you lift your left arm and right leg so that they are about the same height. Your arm should be at a 45-degree angle from your head with your thumb pointed up. Pause both breath and movement at top, then exhale as you slowly lower the arm and leg. Pause at bottom. Repeat on the other side. Qigong toe touch. Stand with your feet together. Slide your hands down your legs, bending your knees. Place your hands directly over your toes, fingers aligned with toes. If you can't touch your toes, allow your hands to comfortably rest on your ankles, shins, or knees. Inhale, raise your hips up and roll slowly back onto your heels until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Exhale and drop down again, rolling slightly forward toward the balls of your feet. You may slowly move your head and hips in a circle as you perform the exercise. This exercise is contradicted for anyone with a disc pathology or pain when flexing your back. Leg raise. Start face down on the floor or over a Swiss ball. Place palms of hands facing down is lying over a ball. Inhale and raise your legs up in the air. Exhale as you lower your legs back down. If you are lying on the floor, your forehead stays on the mat. On a ball, your eyes look down the entire time, keeping your neck in a neutral position. Your head should not drop down or raise up. Your upper body acts to support you while you pump the hip and low back extensors to bring energy into zone 1. Hip extension. Start by laying on your back on the floor or sit in a Swiss ball and roll back so that your upper back, shoulders, and head rest on the ball. Inhale as you pick your hips up so that your shoulders, hips, and knees are in a straight line. Exhale as you slowly drop your pelvis straight down on the floor or as low as you comfortably can on the ball. You should not roll forward or backwards on the ball as you perform the exercise. Keep your head and upper back on the ball and your shins vertical at all times. It is okay if the ball rolls slightly forward as you drop down, but your knees should not move in front of your feet. Wall squat. Stand with your back against a Swiss ball supported by a wall. Inhale, then squat down as you exhale. Go only as low as you comfortably can. When in your lowest position, the ball should never push your head forward. If it does, start with ball placed lower on your spine and try again. Keep your knees aligned with your second toe and do not let them drop in towards each other. You should not feel any discomfort in your knees. Stand up again slowly. Breathing squat. Take a comfortable stance, wide enough to squat down between your legs. Place your arms at your sides or let them hang so they go between your legs as you squat. You may also hold your arms up in front of you as shown. Inhale, then lower yourself down as you exhale. Go as low as you comfortably can. Pause, then inhale as you return to standing. Repeat at the pace you naturally breathe. Breathe through your nose. If you need to exhale through your mouth, keep a little tension in your lips. Zone 2. Feldenkrais hip pelvis integrator. Lie on your back and bend your left leg with your left arm at your side. Gently push onto your left foot so that you just barely lift your pelvis up as you inhale. You should use as little effort as possible. Imagine that you have a puppet string attached to the front of your pelvis, that it is lifting you up. Progressively roll your pelvis over and lifting just one vertebrae off the ground with each repetition and an inhalation. Lower the vertebrae one at a time in the opposite order as you exhale. Make sure to relax. With each rep, allow your hips and chest to open up, switch sides, and repeat. Alternating leg drop. Lie on your back with arms out, forming a T, and palms up. Bend your knees, keeping your feet together, starting with your knees touching. Let one leg lower gently as you inhale. Let the weight of the leg roll your pelvis as your leg approaches the floor. Exhale as you raise your leg back to the starting point. Your feet should stay together throughout. Inhale and repeat the movement on opposite leg. Keep your low back and abdominal muscles relaxed and use minimal effort. If your groin is tight, the up leg will be pulled past center. Just relax, let it flow with the movement and settle where it naturally wants to, so you don't create tension that stops your spine and pelvis from rotating naturally. Leg tuck. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your arms down by your side, palms facing the ground. Inhale, then exhale as you draw your legs towards your armpits. Inhale as you return your legs to the floor and pause before repeating. Keep effort minimal during the exercise. If you have a lumbar disc injury or if flexing your spine bothers you, do not do this exercise. If you have any pain with flexion of your legs, hips, and spine during this exercise, it should be stopped until you are cleared by a physician. Pelvic rock exercises, front to back. Stand with soft knees or sit upright on a Swiss ball. Inhale and rotate your pelvis forward. Imagine that you have headlights on your butt and shine them up. Keep your trunk still as you move your pelvis. Exhale and rotate your pelvis back. Your arms may be held as shown or hanging relaxed at your sides. Side to side. Inhale and lift one hip up as you exhale, then return to the starting position. Inhale and lift the other hip up as you exhale. Repeat going side to side. Your arms may be held as shown or hanging relaxed at your sides. Figure 8. Complete a figure 8, moving front to back and then side to side. When creating figure 8s with your pelvis, go slowly enough to time your breathing to the movements. When your abdominal muscles are contracting, breathe out. When your back muscles are contracting and your abdominals are lengthening, breathe in. Your arms may be held as shown or hanging relaxed at your sides. Zone 3. Horse stance dynamic. On your hands and knees, place your wrists directly below the shoulders and your knees directly below the hips. Your legs should be parallel and elbows should remain turned back toward your thighs with your fingers directed forward. Inhale and raise your right arm up and out to a 45-degree angle and lift your leg as high as you can without your pelvis swaying to the side. Exhale and tuck your elbow and knee under your torso so that the elbow goes past the knee. Use your abdominals to pull you to the end of the movement. Repeat set on one side, rest, and repeat on other side. Piston breathing. Stand or sit in a relaxed upright posture. Begin by practicing a few full diaphragmatic belly breaths. The first 2/3 of the breath from belly expansion, and only let the chest rise during the last third once the belly is fully expanded. Don't force the breath so that neck muscles contract and stick out. Take quick inhales and exhales out through nose to pump abdominals. This breathing is much like a dog smelling something. Start slowly and build the speed of your inhale-exhale cycles, being aware that your abdominals expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. Ideally, through your nose, it is a good idea to blow your nose before you do this exercise. Alternatively, inhale a full breath, then exhale out in a series of short exhalations until all the air is out of your lungs. Repeat. Start by doing this exercise for 10 to 15 seconds. The increased oxygen can make you feel high or dizzy. As you feel more comfortable, extend the amount of time to 1 minute, or what feels good to you. Swiss ball crunch. Caution. If you get dizzy when looking up at the sky or reaching into cupboards overhead, you may move a little more forward on the ball to perform this exercise. Stop this exercise immediately if you feel dizzy. This indicates a decrease in the blood supply to the brain. It may be a symptom of vertebral artery occlusion. Consult your medical professional or check practitioner. Lie over a Swiss ball so that your back is comfortably on the ball. Your head should be extended back and touching the ball. If your neck is uncomfortable being extended in this position, you can either try a bigger ball or roll the ball toward your head until comfortable. Your tongue should be on the roof of your mouth. As you slowly crunch up, imagine rolling your spine from head to pelvis. On the way back, unwind from the low back to your head, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale on the way up and inhale on the way back. To make the exercise easier for work-in purposes, you can roll the ball closer to your head, and you can let your butt drop so your torso is on a slight incline with your head at the top. Arm positioning. Beginner, arms reaching forward. Intermediate, arms across chest. Advanced, fingertips behind ears. Do not support your head and neck with your hands. As a work-in exercise, do not increase the intensity by raising your arms if it causes you to have a hard time keeping your heart rate and breathing rate from raising, or your movements timed to your breathing.